I found out my roommate has been stealing from me for months. Not money, not clothes, but something way more personal, my grief. After my mom's funeral last year, I couldn't handle staying in my hometown where memories haunted every corner, so I moved to Chicago and found a roommate on Craigslist. Mark seemed perfect, quiet, respectful, and always down to grab a beer after work. One night I got drunk and told him everything about Mom, how she died unexpectedly, how I never got to say goodbye, how the guilt eats me alive. Mark listened, nodded, and poured me another drink. I thought I'd found a friend. Last week I was scrolling through Xcates when a video stopped me cold. It was Mark, tears streaming down his face, telling a story about his mother's death. My mother's death, word for word. The details were identical, the unanswered call, the regret, even the pink cardigan she was buried in. The comments section was flooded with sympathy. Stay strong, bro. This made me call my mom immediately. I counted 16 different girls offering to bring him dinner. I confronted him that night. Instead of shame, I saw calculation in his eyes. It's just content, man, nothing personal. He shrugged like he'd borrowed a shirt, not the most painful chapter of my life. Do you know how much that video made people eat up trauma porn? I wanted to punch him. Instead, I smiled and told him I understood. Content is content. Neck meant his engagement while he slept. I went through his phone. His ex-text drafts folder was a goldmine, dozens of videos stealing stories from other people. His ex, his former roommate, even the barista at our local coffee shop who lost her brother. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I sent myself all the drafts, then factory reset his phone. 5 years of contacts, photos, and content. The next morning I watched him frantically searching for his creative inspiration. I handed him a coffee and suggested he try making content about something real for once. Like what? He asked, desperate. How about the time your roommate erased your entire digital life because you couldn't create anything original? The look on his face was worth every second of my pain he'd exploited. Sometimes the best revenge isn't getting even, it's making sure they never forget who they stole from in the first place.